Secondly, they're going to use this as an excuse to find out all the donors to build the wall. And they're going to find there's some big donors, by the way, some legally and financially sophisticated ones. And they're going to target them. So just like the New York Attorney General is using her NRA suit to get the name of every single NRA donor in the country, the Southern District of New York is using this case to freeze and end forever build the wall. Secondly, to get all the donations, find out who donated to build the wall, all their names, all their identification. I do not trust them to not go further. I know they are doing this in other cases. They're trying to get customer lists, trying to get donor lists, trying to get contributor lists for the purposes of targeting them. This goes way back, by the way. In the 1940s, they used to use petition. Whoever signed a petition for certain candidates, they would put them on blacklist to call them communists or anything else. So there's a long history of them. The state of Alabama, before the Southern District of New York used this tactic, state of Alabama was doing it in the 1950s and 60s, trying to figure out who was donating to the NAACP to put them on a list. The U.S. Supreme Court said that actually was protected information. Hasn't stopped them from abusing their power in the criminal context. So the criminal context is just unchecked power, unfortunately. And when it's as politicized as the Southern District of New York, the District of Manhattan, and the state of New York, then you can be put under the gun. So so that they're doing that. And the third, I believe, political goal with this is to terrify conservatives from making contributions to conservative right-wing causes. So they've already been waging war on Patreon to not support certain conservatives, selective censorship, overnight removal. They're doing the same thing, of course, on Medium and other. They've done it frequently on GoFundMe. There's certain conservative causes that have not been allowed to raise funds. GoFundMe has forfeited funds in certain contexts, refused to allow the funds to be spent for the cause that people contributed to. So their goal is, what's the net effect of this? Oh, I better not give to that next big concern because it's maybe it's a fraud, maybe it's a scam. Because it's one thing they did here. They did a good job of using the headline of $25 million as if that's the amount of fraud alleged. The amount of fraud alleged is less than $1 million. Because here